Hello, good evening and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. It's Friday evening. Oh god, I'm getting notes about internet quality isn't great. Not sufficient to broadcast. I'm broadcasting. Well, you can see it as well. Well, we'll see how we get on. I think that's because the kids have numbed down their dinner and gone running up to play on their computers. Oh dear, I've lost someone. So we'll go to Lookout Down so let me give you some information about the event. It's from the mind of Mika Wivery brings you. It's just called the TT Endurance Cup. But I'm sure, and I've opened another one in the kitchen. There's pins. There's pins. Bang. Got the pins. So tonight, oh no, is that? Oh, this is the reef. Tonight is the night, people, Mika says. Time for the 1 hour TT endurance race at Blue Moon Bay Speedway Infield A layout. Lobby will be open around 7:30 with 10-minute qualifying starting around 8 PM. So we've got about 10 minutes, 8 minutes left of practice. Oof, some lag going on there. Let's have a look at someone else. Nice Irn-Bru livery on the Audi there. So any information? Lobby with those who qualifying A. Anyone thinking of joining? Go on, Mika. Anyone thinking of joining who hasn't already registered? Registers. She says she really lost the keyboard there, I think. Please ensure you have me added as a friend on PSN, ID the Mika Wivery, or you won't be able to join the party. Looking forward to see everyone's liveries. Best of luck for the race. So anyone out there who's next to their PlayStation and thinks, yeah, I've got an itching for a race, you've got 10 minutes, jump in. So far it looks like we've got about 6-7 people. So come along to the Mika Wivery Audi TT Endurance Cup. Right then, let's have a look. So we're at the Blue Moon Bay Infield A. Time is 1300 hours. Fine weather. Is Audi TT Cup 2016. Power 125%. Weight 89%. Time lobby to open 7:30 PM. Qualifying at 8 PM for 10 minutes. Length 1 hour endurance race. Livery requirements are VRC text on the rear wing. Other than that, it's up to you, but keep it within acceptable limits. Grid start with false start check. Fastest first. Slipstream real. Visible damage on, mechanical damage light, grip reduction real, tyres, racing soft or racing medium, free choice. Tyres ×2, fuels ×5. Tuning prohibited. No penalties, so no corner cutting please. And let's keep it clean. Tyres and fuel are set up to keep the action at a high pace, but that doesn't mean it'll be an easy, straightforward race. So that's what we've got our hands full with this evening, and it's got to be the last live weekend before the Christmas shutdown here at the VRC. So this is kind of like our office party. Ka-ching! I've got ironically, a Corona on the go. Oh, what a week I've had! I've had a Corona test. It's the first time, dudes. If you can avoid that, avoid it. Man alive, she was sadistic. She shoved a pole, huge, big 6-foot bloody stick right up my nasal area and touched my brain with it. My eyes hurt. I wanted to cry, but you know, I can't cry in front of girls. But oh god, searing pain. I think I'd take COVID over the test. So yeah, cracking week. I've had things shoved up my nose. It's just because they had a load of outbreak at work. I wasn't even one of them. I don't feel ill. Anyway, let's have a look at what the field. Oh, we've got people in the chat. Muddy, loving the Irn-Bru livery, he says. Skyjacker, Gazman's livery is a noise. So Gazman, he's raising eyebrows out there. And Pat is I'm in as well. Just had to make a last-minute livery alteration. Ooh, yes. See what Pat's going to turn up with. But we have Liam Anfield so far fastest with a 1:10.043, and he's sporting the same livery he raced with in the GTMC when he won the GTMC. Flex, Liam, flex out there. Even tickled our bums with a feather beforehand, saying, "Oh, I might be too tired to come." But look, there he is. Matt Psycho called him out, said, "You'll be there." Giving it all the Billy Big Balls. So yeah, I'm on the Corona. Shunned the Red Bull of the evening. There we go. There is the livery. This is making everyone's eyes twitch. Yes, I'm on the beer. We're gonna have a drunk com at the Audi TTs. Slurring commentary or something, getting everything wrong. I'll go on car in a minute. Here we see Homesick. He is branding the colours. Company man. The VRC livery. We all love to see it. It's beautiful. It really is. From the minds of Tolerant, we bring you VRC. That's not our theme tune. That just came from nowhere. Hey, Jam's in there, party time. It is the Christmas party. Woo woo. Come on, Jam, grab a beer. Get comfortable. We'll be singing carols by the end of the hour. So we're about 5 minutes away from, no, 3 minutes away from quali. Still waiting for a couple of people. Let's have a look what Matt's got. I bet it's going to be purple. Oh my word, Matt Psycho's changed his colours for a one-off event. It looks like he's done a lucrative deal with Coca-Cola. Psst, the enemy. So, yes, Matt Psycho. I don't know if this is a livery from the old days or a new concept he's come up with. I like it, I must say. Chin chin. Yeah. Ooh, Jokers. Sona. Oh, I saw that when I first come in. I thought that looks nice. I like it. Sonax. It's very nice. If there's history behind some of these liveries, you're looking at the wrong man to explain it to you. My research team, he's racing tonight, so we're going blind, boys. We're going blind. Ooh-ha. The Mika has come up. Oh, she's got a German flag on the top. It is a German car, though, so won't read too much into that. And Darren Salmon, oh wow, we saw him having a bit of a lag, but that car looks electrifying. Wow, this car is high dramatic. I'm not doing it. Ooh, grease light, I can't help it, so it's going to happen. We're going to get full-blown grease lightning later. Going up the quarter of a mile, grease lightning. Oh, did we see Jokster's car? That's not what Jokster's car looked like when I went to it just now. I thought that was the Sonax. Who's got the Sonax then? Oh, it's the Jam. No, Jam can't grab a beer. Jam's in the Sonax. Jokas is in the Jordan Classic or Retro. You decide. There was a discussion in Discord recently. What makes Retro? What makes Classic? A little food for thought while you sip your beer. Excuse me, passing. Oh, sorry, that was a real loud belch, wasn't it? It's beer. Dear, it's just, I get windy pops. That's why I stick to Red Bull. Safer. Yummy. So Matt Psycho, fastest at the moment. Well, he's not. Liam Anfield is still holding the fastest lap time in practice. And like I said, I think we've got, well, I read all the fuel and stuff. I've forgotten it already. That's how great I am. Let's have a look. See, I've learnt now to go sideways. Don't start without me, Liam says in the Discord. I'll re-enter when I am back. Toilet stop. Oh, right. That's where he's just popped off to. The loo. And Pat's coming back on now. Have we seen Pat's car yet? We'll have to dip down 6. He was asking people. Whoa, that's bright. He was asking people to come up with a livery for him. Oh, he's taken Lando's number. I did sort of like, he probably already knew because he's an F1 fan, but I found Lando's number during the week, slapped it on a car and showed him. But he's not doing anything at the moment. Can't have a good look at that car until it's circulating. So Jam doing a 1:11.4. He's opted. They're all going to opt for the racing soft. I don't think anyone's going to even attempt with the racing medium. Home to Galian, only a tenth off of Jam's time. They are very equal on pace. There's quite a lot of equal people here on pace, I'd say. Matt Psycho, Jam, Homesick, Gazman. Not precluding anyone. Jokers, we can see he does the lap times. Look, he's already in fourth. I heard he had a smashing race during the week. I can't wait to get on that and commentate some of that. So yeah, it's quite even Stevens with the pace out there. Down to sixth, only 7/10 off. Pat's not really done a run yet. Mika Wivery just over a second off of Liam Anfield's time. I think she's busy doing admin stuff. Let's have a looky here then. What have we got? Oh, it's Monster. It's again the enemy, but yes, I like it. It's a nice shade of green. It's pretty. The internet doesn't look like it's helping him. The internet looks like it's against him. There we see Darren Salmon. He's on top of the pile now, is he? Well, not quite. I don't know why he's put him, but he says he's 100th ahead of Matt Psycho from an earlier time that he posted. He hasn't quite got the fastest lap time. That still is Liam Anfield with a 1:10.043. Looks like Darren Salmon's got something in his boot. He's bringing to the race. So we're 2 minutes into qualifying, but qualifying hasn't started. So that sentence didn't make sense, did it? We're waiting for Liam Anfield, I believe. That's why we're not qualifying right now. If you've just turned on YouTube, you're one of those very efficient people. Click it on and say, right, I'm here for qualifying. Where is qualifying? It's not happening yet. Liam needed a wee bladder issues. Must mean that the doctor has to put his finger up his bum to check his prostate. It's not happened to me yet. That's another one. COVID and prostate checks, the two things I am avoiding in my life. Right then, I'm not going to be allowed to drink again on this. I'm talking about fingers up bums. That's a new low for me, I think. There we go. Yeah, hey, Pat's gone for Yeet. Pat the legend. Right, I haven't even got any of my books or anything out ready. Any of my paperwork. It's very slack of me. I'm just about to go into qualifying. I ain't got much to write down for this, but I have got the silly names list. Just looking through the iPad now. Oh my word. Got a lot of junk in my iPad. You got a lot of junk up in your trunk. You got a lot of junk right in your trunk. I can't even remember the song, but Fergalicious. Right then, I'm sat back down, supping on my beer. Woohoo! Qualifying is just about to start. Now we'll see who has got what. Liam Williams says, hiya, Liam, monster for me, mate. Yeah, he's on the monster. And Pat says, sunglasses required for his car. And here we go into a quali. See Pat making an early exit. No, not Pat, Darren Salmon, sorry. I just saw bright colours. So Darren Salmon out onto the track early doors. We've only got 10 minutes. Why have I pressed that twice? Where's the other button? There's the other button. Ooh, cold tyres catching Darren out there. Homesick. Then taking up the lead role. Oh, someone else is ahead of him. That's Matt Psycho in his Coca-Cola outfit. I'm a no windy pops, I do apologise. So they're all out for their outlap. We should sit on board. Who shall we sit on board with? Is there anyone following someone? Liam might be our man. Let's have a little twiddle around with this, so we can get a good feel of what the lap feels like on his out lap. So we've just been through a tight right-hander, going through a semi-tight left. Could go quite far out there on that grass, lose a lot of time. Then we're trying to build up the speed. Coming back onto the oval part of the track. Flooring it all the way around the long left. Trying to catch a tow from the car in front of us down the start straight. It's going to be quite a spectacle, an hour's racing here. Lots of pit stops with the fuel being, I think, ×5. Now we really hit the infield hard and lose the car. Already around that first corner you can see Liam Anfield just flying up to the back of the Alien. Then to the infield we've got long left there, very tight right. Oh no, not as tight as I thought, sorry, I'm in the wrong part of the track. It's the very tight right coming up after this shortish straight. Heavy onto the brakes. This is the corner that make us men. And then heavy onto the accelerator. Back on the brakes for this one. Oh, he looks like he's overshot it a little bit, but he's pulled the Audi back in. Going around, very fast corner. Loss of overtaking might be in this corner. If people mess that last corner up, they'll be getting caught up in that corner, ready for the beginning of the lap. So that was a lap on board, and let's go to variable camera and start seeing times. Oh no, it's this lap we're going to see times. Matt Psycho, oh yeah, there we go, we're starting to get him. Liam Anfield setting a 1:10.024. Matt Psycho 1:10.177. Darren Salmon a 1:10.504. Homesick Alien did 10.5. Jam with a 10.570. He's only 3 thousandths behind the Alien. Joker setting a 1:10.874. Just 3 tenths behind, only 8 tenths behind Pole. 7th we have a Gasman with a 1:10.9. They're still in the 10s, down to 7th place. He is 300ths off of Joker's time. Mika Wivery is setting a 1:12.102. Only a second behind Gasman, with Pat 2 seconds behind her with a 1:14.205. So Liam Anfield winning the first lap. Shootout, but Homesick Alien now he was behind Liam Anfield, so Liam Anfield has gone in. New tyres maybe. So Homesick Alien then crossing the line. He caught up Liam on that lap, but he's done 11.5. Maybe he's lost the I saw a bit of side by side in the, there we go. Jam and Jokers. Jam getting a tow off Jokers, obviously helping him a little bit with a 10.563, puts him ahead of the Alien by 4 thousandths. Mika Wivery going faster. Mika Wivery going faster in 8th place. 9 tenths behind Jokers now. Gasman setting another time, putting himself in 6th. 1700ths of a second ahead of Jokers, and only a 10th and a bit behind Homesick Alien. Looks like Pat's riding the walls, just in front of him. So Liam Anfield out there, he's pitted for new tyres. Got another Psycho in the chat saying hi all. Alan Psycho, I guess. Matt Psycho and Alan Psycho, I would guess. And Matt Psycho out there, 1:10.2 on his last run. He's opting to come into the pits this time. Change those tyres up, get some fresh sticky ones on. Give it another blast. I think most of them will, apart from Liam. Liam's already had a stop. 5 minutes left to qualifying before the hour race. Chin chin. And that's just coming out now for his out lap. Jam. He started the lap, but he doesn't use his tyres. I've noticed in other racing categories that the Jam is really gentle to his tyres. He's got a gentle touch about him. Lucky misses Jam. I think his mum might listen, so sorry. Oops, I forgot about that. He's a cracking lad. I'm sure everyone around him is happy, as well as Mrs. Jam. Homesick Alien, he's not on an outlap, he's sticking to those tyres. He's fastest of everyone in that sector, but it's just, oh no, it was the second to last sector. So what has he got? A little lighter car, stickier tyres, coming up towards the line. Can he keep it purple? God, it's a long straight. Ooh, not purple, but has put him back ahead of Jam by 300ths. Up into 4th with a 1:10.528. I think he needs someone for a tow. That man, Jam, setting another fastest lap time, putting himself up into 3rd place there. with a 1:10.470. Congratulations, Mr. Jam. Darren Salmon sitting in a fine 4th place. We can see Mika Wivery setting another time there with a 1:11.6. She's got Liam Anfield for a tow, punching a hole in the air for her, and Pat there going a 13.6. He did say in the Discord he's not had much time to practice, so he's just finding his feet. I don't know if we've got some guys racing in another category at the moment, in something, I'm not sure. I think they were, but I'll have to look into it. If they are, good luck guys out there in another racing. I can't remember when it was. I'll Skyjack Racer Brown and Alpha Knot. Hey, Matt Psycho smashing in a purple, a 109.987. It's just a nanoseconds. And there we go, Liam Anfield doesn't like that. So puts in a 109.825. A 1/10.5 faster than Matt Psycho just managed. Cars are getting lighter, so the lap times will be dropping. Psycho losing the car a little bit. Pat chipping off those times. This is more his practice than it is really qualifying for him, getting up to speed. Gazman doing a fantastic lap there, a 1:10.044. That's what we saw in practice. We thought that was about all these cars had in them, and now we've got Liam and Matt Psycho doing 109s. He's really up there, isn't he? 3/10. We'll stick with and Gazman right now. It looks like he's on a run. That 1:10.044 was just a little taster. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Okay. For Gazman, we saw he had a purple at the last sector. He's got a Pat off the track ahead of him. Oh, he's lost a bit of time there through the infields. And my word, that's hard to judge, Pat. Pat, your internet's having a shocker, mate. If you can hear me. And there we see Gazman going around. He lost 6/10 in the infield. He was 3/10 up, so that's 9/10. Yeah, 9/10 down. Wow, I'm good. Sorry, I'm not. I don't know where I guessed. So Liam Anfield out there showing his supremacy. Matt Psycho a very close second though. Pat can hear me, and he says, I know. Well, you shouldn't be watching YouTube and trying to race at the time. That's giving your Wi-Fi a lot to do. You can watch this back. And Gazman there in 3rd place, looking good for a race start there. Who's going to win this? This could be anyone's. Jam in with a good shout. He's only 6/10 off of pole. We're into last 10 seconds now. These are going to be some of their last laps. These guys crossing the line. Will Jam make it across the line for another run? Homesick Alien's up in 2nd. Not noticed him too much, have we? There we go. Is that it? No? Yeah, that's it. So Darren Salmon crossing the line, 6th with a 1:10.5. Jokus, he's already done. He did a 1:10.87 for 7th place. Mika's done with a 1:11.662 in 8th. In 9th, Pat still cracking on. Coming across the line now. He's not going to better his time. There we go. So, Liam Anfield. Homesick Alien up in 2nd, but he's ghosted. Looks like he's done. He's letting the guys through. They're still going for a run. And Matt Psycho, he's coming around. He's going to be the first to cross the line. How are we looking, Matty boy, for that pole position? Because Homesick Alien did you somewhere. We missed that. I apologise. And there we see Matt Psycho crossing the line. Oh, 1:10.1. Liam Anfield already pole sitter. Coming across for a 1:10. No, not going to beat it. Homesick, we saw ghosting. Jam, he's going across the line. Jam did better his time, but I don't think it bettered his position. So that is your grid, ladies and gentlemen. Alpha Nut, Sky and Racer are racing in the external league this evening. I'm spending the evening with my wife, as it's the first evening we've had together since Sunday. Fair play, Alpha Nuts. Got always show time for the ladies. And Alan Sykes. Come on, Matt. Carol Sykes. Oh, it's Matt Carroll. I get confused very easily, and when you put beer into the mix. It's our Christmas party, the VRC Christmas party. Whee! So let's get ready for this. Let's get ready for this now. So we're watching Liam Anfield on pole position. We just saw him for the last 10 minutes. Fighting with Homesick and Matt Psycho to get that position. Will it pay dividends? They're all away. Looking quite good there. A bit of wheel spin from Homesick. Alien. Looks like Jam is looking for an opportunity against the Alien. Matt Psycho also alongside. Jam is up into second. Jam had a great start there. Absolutely cracking. But Matt Psycho's got the inside line. Takes the position. And so does Homesick Alien. So Jam sitting in fourth, ahead of Gazman in fifth. Jokers is in sixth. Darren Salmon seventh, ahead of Mika Wivery in eighth. And it doesn't look like Pat made the grid. Poor Pat. So Liam Anfield just leading the way from Matt Psycho. Nothing in it between the two of them. Looks like Jam is going for another move on the Alien. In the inside line there. Jam up the inside. Does he make it stick? He's there. And yes, the corner is his. Congratulations. Homesick Alien in fourth. Gazman just there watching, thinking, come on guys, you can race harder than that, just put each other into the barriers, and then that's an easy third place. So Jam maintaining that third ahead of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien hoping to pick up a toe, and pick up a toe. Hey! Oh, everyone's going. Oh, what? Oh, what? So everyone's out. This is Mika Wivery's worst nightmare. She didn't want to set up a grid. She was asking in Discord, how does that happen? And there we go. So, false start, ladies and gentlemen. Sit tight. We will get back with you shortly. How you're doing, eh? Did I tell you I'd had a COVID test? It was awful. I haven't got COVID though. So, silver lining. I'm having the Christmas party. My company's not having one, and I've finished now for Christmas. Oh, there we go. Let me just okay. So this is me done. This is the Christmas break started. This is our last live, and tomorrow I'm not going to be allowed to drink. Oh, whoa! Hang on. Because I'm running the room. So we're drinking now, boys. I'm nearly one down. I've nearly finished my first bottle. You know what I mean? And the first one in the can. And then I've got a second one open. I don't know how far we're going to go in an hour. We'll see. We'll try. I'm going to try and turn it into... What the bejeebers is that? There's only 4 people on there. Uh-oh. That's... I don't know, guys. Something really weird's happened. Liam Anfield, question mark. Someone's already exited. Holy moly, Coca-Cola, Darren Salmon is leading the race, now he's gone. Won't let me set the grid. Oh, dearie me. You can set the grid, go on, you know. Go to race settings. I don't know, all I can do is view event settings or change car. But go to race settings, Mika. Set, edit, room, change grid set by host. Make sure everyone in first. Yeah, enter everyone. Come on. You know the moves. Evening all. Thanks for restart part 1. I can watch the whole race now. Yeah. Oh, restart Pat. We've had part 2 now. All enter please, says the Darren Salmon. I don't have to enter because I'm just a voyeur. I like to watch and drink beer, it seems. Poor Mika. I wonder how Skyjacker and Racer Brown are getting on. Hopefully they're winning. Winning in the name of VRC. Can't be a finer thing in life. Taking the top step and saying, we won. Ooh-ha! Right. At the moment, I'm commentating on Nout. I'll go and view. It sounds like there's an engine. Even if there's just one car crawling around, we can talk about it. It's homesick. I get to press buttons and feel important. So homesick, just crawling around there in the chat. Oh no, it's the same message from Jim on Wise. Jim on Wise, if you're quick, you could probably get in there, man. Just pick up a standard Audi TT. Oh, homesick, not really concentrating on where he was going there. Excuse me. Liam's out also. Everyone telling me their grid positions. The Pat is back. Oh, but for how long? That car likes to crab around. There we see Amika Wivery pulling her hair out, sat in the... Oh, she started the final. She must be feeling confident. Or she just press random and hope for be lucky. Life's a lottery, as a friend of mine says. And I quite like it. Be lucky. Life's a lottery. Bottle 1 down. Bottle 2 commencing. Chin-chin. Yeah, that looks correct to me, that grid. All good. Was Gazman ahead of Jam? I'm not sure. I thought Jam got there just in the very nick of time at the end. No one's saying anything, so variable camera. Ooh, that post is really in our way. I keep catching the headphones on the bottom of the table. So again, we're starting. Liam Anfield having another cracking start, but it looks like Matt Psycho had a better one. Look at him, the momentum. Liam Anfield having to defend. That means Homesick Alien gets an opportunity around the outside, but Homesick in third. There, no, just tucked in behind Matt Psycho with Gazman just behind him. Jam in fifth, not as good a start as the first one for him. There we see Darren Salmon being harassed by a Jokers there in seventh, Mika Wivery in eighth, Pat in ninth position. So Liam Anfield maintaining the lead for this time around again. Matt Psycho into second, Homesick Alien claiming third with Gazman in fourth. Jam down in fifth, being attacked by Darren Salmon. Darren Salmon looked late on the brakes then, but he got through the corner, so great stuff there from Darren Salmon with Jokers there in seventh. Mika Wivery very close behind. Here we see then Liam Anfield only half a second virtually ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho trying to get as close as possible down this oval part to try and grab some toe to make a jump before the first corner. We've got an hour of racing ahead of us, guys. So Liam Anfield there easily leading. Matt Psycho trying to grab a toe. Homesick trying to get a toe from him. How long is this straight? Can they get a benefit from it? It doesn't seem it, because Liam Anfield's still going into the first corner first, but Matt Psycho a lot closer. Needs to come out that last corner a lot closer to Liam Anfield to get a real good go for the first corner, it seems. So Matt Psycho in second ahead of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien has Gazman for company. They've got themselves a little gap now before Jam starting to fall back to the clutches of... Oh, there's a race here. Jokers going past Darren Salmon. We saw Darren Salmon having an absolutely corker on the first lap, pulling away from Jokers, but now Jokers is all up in his business. But here we see Darren, this is the Darren move, up the inside of the tight hairpin. A lovely jubbly back up into sixth place. Jokers down into seventh, but Jokers knows his weak spots. He's already got past him once this race. And this coming into the last corner, looking up, it's still Liam against Matt against Homesick for first, second and third. We're watching the fight between Jokers and Darren Salmon. Jokers trying to grab a toe down here. He's quite close coming out of the last corner. He might be able to do it back there. I think Liam and Matt Psycho playing the toe game, and Liam maintaining the inside line, but Matt Psycho's around the outside. Can he keep it? No. Liam up to first again, and Matt Psycho, great effort, great attempt. Just got to keep chipping away at the Liam Anfield to try and get some traction to get ahead of him, but he's all over him in the infield now. He seems to have better pace than Liam Anfield at this stage in the race. Homesick Alien not far behind, thinking, yeah, go on, hit each other there. Ooh, I didn't know if there was a little love tap from Matt Psycho. You can't tell in this game. They could be miles away and look like they have a little weird jar. So Liam Anfield has maintained that lead throughout that lap. We were looking at Darren and Jokers. A status quo is maintained between the two of them. Jam can just see the back of Gazman, and Homesick Alien now gets to watch Matt Psycho go for attempt number 2 into corner 1. Looks a little bit further back this time. He can't grab a toe. Well, 8/10 I've heard. So he's got the toe. You can see he's flying up to the back, but just as he reaches in, they're into the braking zone. And there's not much he can do about that. He's got to really come out that last corner on Liam Anfield's tail. He's going out wide in that corner. Takes a totally different line. Liam Anfield to try and attack him into this corner. Homesick Alien all the while still there. 8/10 behind these guys. This is closer. Oh, he's trying to make a move. Is he going to try and outbrake Liam Anfield into the tight hairpin? Liam Anfield, I imagine, will go tight and defend that line. No, he's trusting Matt's not going to make a lunge. They've raced each other quite a few races now, these two. I imagine they know each other's moves. But what a great race they're having, and the race they're having is helping Homesick Alien. He's just cut that deficit of 8/10 down to 5/10, so he's on board with these guys. They've all got pretty much the same fuel usage. Is this the one? Matt Psycho does still look like he's a little bit far behind. Sat on board. Oh, look, I forgot I could do live ones. Matt Psycho sitting a little bit too far back to make a move. In 6th gear, up to 160 miles an hour, 63, 67. Looked like the top end was about 67, 68. Ooh, we're sliding on those brakes through that corner. Unbelievable stuff. Still only half a second ahead of Homesick Alien. You see him in our rear view mirror, looming large in the VRC livery. This is an absolutely corker of a race, but we do have to look around to see how the other guys are doing. So Liam Anfield leading the way by 3/10 ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho looked like he wants to make a move up the inside there. He's really close. It's hard to cut away. They're just about to come round the last part of the infield, but no, it looks like Liam Anfield managing to pull out that few tenths that he needs down the start straight. He just gets a bit of drive out those last couple of corners. So Matt Psycho can't actually sit on his rear bumper, so Liam Anfield on lap 5 of this 1 hour race. We're not, what, 6 minutes into the race now. Liam Anfield there 8/10 ahead of Matt Psycho. Homesick Alien sitting in 3rd with Gazman in 4th. Some nearly 2 seconds ahead of Jam. He's just out of the toe for Homesick Alien, I think, a second behind. It's meant to be about 8/10. Well, he's back in now. It's seesawing. What great driving these guys are doing, though. No mistakes whatsoever. Not a single mistake so far. Jam there, 2 seconds behind Gazman. 3.5 seconds ahead of Darren Salmon. Oh no, Jokers. We've lost Jokers. Oh no, sorry. Jokers is gone. I didn't see that happen. Jim and Wise, my rig is all closed up for Christmas and only racing on Tuesday. Okay. I've got mine out, but just for doing some practice for tomorrow's Nürburgring Green Hell, but only I'm not racing. I was just having a go. So Jokers has left the building. Mika Wivry there, some 6.8 seconds behind Darren Salmon and 2 seconds ahead of Matt. Just going into the 7th minute of the race. Liam Anfield 1.3 seconds doing the fastest lap of the race on lap 7. 1.3 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho giving it his all. He did a 110.323 on his last lap. 109.8. Liam really finding some pace deep down there. He knows this Audi though. He knows this Audi like the back of his hand. Homesick Alien dropping back from that battle now. 1.5 seconds. Maybe they're going into a bit of a fuel save, maybe tyre conserve. Matt's tyres look absolutely spanking, so does Liam's. Homesick Alien's looking a little redder. Gazman, his teammate from the last season of GTMC, catching him right up now, only half a second behind. I think his tyre management a little better than Alien's. Maybe Alien trying to save a bit of fuel this stage of the race, and it looks like Jam can close up on these guys as well if they get themselves into a little fight. Homesick knows he is now vulnerable for the toe. Gazman says yes please, thank you very much. And he's looking for that move early doors down the start straight. Wants to get it done before the finish line. And there he is. Beautiful. Up into third place. Can he break right for this first corner, Homesick? Dropping down to fourth place. Is he calculated? Is he going in a strategy? Looks like he's trying to come back at Gazman now. Up the inside of this corner. Is he going to do it? They're side by side. Banging doors. Homesick claims third again, but so does Gazman in this corner. Oh, Homesick really far out. I don't know. Gazman, I think, lifted a little. May have felt a bit responsible for that. And the race continues with Gazman up the inside of the tight hairpin. Going through, Homesick Alien doing all he can. Now Gazman is in third with Homesick Alien down into fourth, and this all plays into Jam's hands. Jam, wham, bam, I am a man. So Jammy Boy catching up this little cluster of a fight ahead of him, saying yes please sirs, I want to be back involved with the lead cars. Up ahead it does look like Matt Psycho looking a little closer to Liam Anfield. Maybe Matt Psycho starting to attack the Liam already. But it's a long race, remember. We're over half a tank through, so what, 20-minute lip stop? Hey up, I'm not even halfway through this second beer yet, give me a break. It's lap 9, it's 10 minutes, they've just over half a tank of fuel, so we're thinking lap 18, lap 17 for pit stops. The tyres look good. The race here looks absolutely cracking between Gazman and yes, my eyes did not deceive me in the distance. Matt Psycho did look like he caught up with Liam Anfield. Lap 9, Matt Psycho beginning to turn on the attack. These two Audis look absolutely delicious. The liveries are beautiful on the pair of them. They look great. So Liam Anfield always managing to pull that little bit out in those last couple of corners. Matt Psycho just doesn't seem to be able to get the traction that Liam Anfield's getting out of the last couple of corners. So Liam Anfield can wrap it down the start straight, and it's a struggle for Matt Psycho to pick up the toe. Look. Homesick Alien now ahead of Gazman. No, Gazman's made a pit stop. Gazman early into the pits. A quarter of a tank of fuel. 11 minutes into the race. He's topping right up, it looks like. Putting some fresh rubber on. Maybe he fell. He's lost too much grip, but that's putting him down into 7th place there, ahead of Pat, just about. And behind Mika Wivery. Mika Wivery some 12 seconds behind Darren Salmon now. Darren Salmon some 4 seconds behind Jam, but we did see Jam catching up Homesick and Gazman, so that will be slowing them down and playing into Darren's hands. He'll be happy about that. He can run up to the back of these two if they fight too much. Jam putting on some pressure, but they'll both be mindful that Gazman has pitted and they'll be wondering if they should pit. Still got a quarter of a tank of fuel. Tyres on Jam. I don't think Jam will pit, and neither of them do. So not getting dragged into Gazman's strategy there. Excuse me. So Gazman's strategy: early stop, filled fuel, crack on, maybe just some nice clean laps at the back there with no one in the way. Pick up Mika Wivery's toe soon. So Liam Anfield, he's some 9/10 ahead of Matt Psycho now. These two are seesawing. They get close, then they fall apart. Pat's gone in. His front tyres looking a little grizzly. So Pat and Gazman on a similar strategy. Gazman there, taking it over for Pat's 7th position. Liam Anfield still leading the way from Matt Psycho. Was Gazman there? Just coming across the Mika Wivery. He was. Mika's tyres looking a little grizzled at the front. Less than a quarter of a tank of fuel. She's under pressure from Gazman. Gazman's just, this is the difference between the tyres. Look at the grip. So Gazman just rolled right up to the back of Mika and just swung by. So yes, this strategy may pay dividends for him. He's got a lot more grip out there, doing a better lap time. than some of the other guys. Darren Salmon staying out. Oh, there's action there with Homesick and Jam. Homesick and Jam side by side down the start straight. Homesick's got the inside line, but it looks like Jam's he's in the corner first. And Jam may have pulled the move off there from Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien sticking to the back of Jam to try and get him in the infield. Sat on board with the Homesick Alien right now. Beautiful line there. He called right up to the back of the Jam. He's looking for a way past. He's going to go for the inside of the tight hairpin. No, he backs off. Doesn't fancy it, bit risky of a move. All he has to do is stay close to Jam through these remaining two corners, and he can get a tow down the start straight if he doesn't pop into the pits. That fuel is looking rather low. You want to make hay while the fuel's low though, don't you, really? You want to get some of those flying laps in. 1:11.7 on his last lap. It does look like he's struggling for front end grip there. Those tyres not biting. Matt Psycho's come in. Matt Psycho pitting before Liam. Liam staying out. Jam staying out, Homesick Alien staying out. Wow, these guys going for the longer game. We're 15 minutes virtually into this race, so so Liam Anfield out there 9.3 seconds ahead of Jam. Jam we saw pulling the move off on Homesick Alien, who's down to third. Darren Salmon now up to fourth, only 3.6 seconds because these guys are racing. He's catching them up. Matt Psycho out of the pits. He's ahead of Gazman. Gazman's early pit stop, but he's not far ahead of Gazman. So Gazman may jump the guys. I don't know what strategy will work best here. Staying out there for the long game or coming in early, because Gazman not that far, 2.5 seconds behind Matt Psycho, who's come out in fifth. Mika Wivery into the pits. Looks like she needed it for the fuel. Pat already pitted, coming across. Is he going to jump Mika? Mika's at the end of the pit lane now. She's there, coming on to the track into the first corner, and Pat's some way behind. There we go. So Liam Anfield has now decided to come into the pits. He needed it because of his fuel. Jam also flashing, and Homesick. All three of these will need to come into the pits, including Darren Salmon. That is your limit then. 15 minutes stint on this fuel, 13 laps. So we might see them pit again on lap 26. What's Matt Psycho going to be able to do with stopping a lap earlier than the other guys? Liam Anfield there still stationary, and we can see they're all still stationary. Gazman, Matt Psycho is showing at the top, but they come out at the end. We can see someone's coming out there. Liam Anfield's there, but Matt Psycho is into the first corner. It's worked. The early pit stop has made the jump work for Matt Psycho. Fantastic. Absolutely great stuff. Now Liam Anfield has got it all to do, but he's got extra fuel than Matt Psycho. But he'll be annoyed he didn't think of going in first. Gazman's jumped the other guys. Gazman and Darren Salmon. Jam and Homesick Alien out late, but Darren Salmon short fueled. He went for track position over distance. So now Jam and Homesick Alien both topped up. Hopefully they'll be going to lap 26 like Liam Anfield will be trying to do so. Mika Wivery some 19.3 seconds behind Homesick Alien. Seeing all these places shift around in front of her, she must be thinking, what is happening up there? She's pitted, fueled, and she could go till like lap 26 like the other guys. And Pat there, he pitted a lap earlier. He's only got 3/4 of a tank of fuel. He's just done his fastest. He's finding the feet of this car, 1:12.099 on his last lap. So the lead, Matt Psycho, but hold the press, because Liam Anfield has caught right up to the back of him. He's got the slightly fresher tyres, 1 lap newer, and now he's pushing Matt Psycho for all he can. Gazman making great strides there with his pit stop. Short fuel in, getting track, and now pulling away from Jam. Jam struggling. Oh no. Yeah, Gazman jumped, but Darren Salmon, Jam's getting past Darren Salmon. Darren Salmon was short fuel, didn't he? Sorry. To jump ahead. Gazman pitted early to get ahead of these guys, but there we see Jam has caught up Darren's Salmon in his lighter car. Wow, he's down to half a tank of fuel already. Homesick Alien also coming across him. So Jam back up into fourth, 5.4 seconds behind Gazman. What a great strategy Gazman chose to do. Matt Psycho worked for him, but now he's got Liam Anfield all over the back. I don't know what I would rather, actually. I don't know if I'd rather be the car chasing or the chased car. Track position is king, they say, but still, it's a lot of pressure for Matt Psycho to keep pushing. Did a 110.160 on his last lap. Liam Anfield a 109.949. So Liam Anfield a little bit quicker than Matt Psycho at this point in the race, but that would help with the tow. Let's have another sip. I'm making too much sense. Ooh, yummy. Gazman then in third place. Great strategy, stopping early. Just lap 9 he come in, seemed very early, but it give him the jump on a Jam. Darren Salmon now hands full with the Alien come all up in his business there, trying to get past. Oh dearie me, it looked like a little knock going into the corner. Does Alien judge that as he lifted? No, it's just left Darren Salmon in the dust there. I'm not sure. Not sure about the move. Darren Salmon got some damage. I thought Homesick give him a nudge from behind, but who knows. So Matt Psycho then, he's on his fastest lap and the fastest lap right now. He's got 4/10 on Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield throwing everything at the Psycho he can. Gazman doing great strategies there, up into third, 5.3 seconds ahead of a Jam. Jam is 1.2 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien wanting to get on with it. He thinks his fight is with fourth and third. Darren Salmon there, his engine's fixed itself now. He's dusted himself off, he's just got to crack on. Still got racing ahead. We're 39 minutes left of this race, nearly 40, so we're 20 minutes in. Oh, it's got time in the other corner. I just need to look at that corner. Yes, 20 minutes into the race so far. 1/3 in. We said they'll be pitting about 26, some of them. Don't know about Gazman. After he pitted on lap 9, you'd think he'd want to come in now, but no. Yeah, he definitely pitted on lap 9. So if he was keeping it even Stevens, lap 18 would be when he was coming in, but he's not. He's stayed out there. He's still got quite a bit of fuel. Just as much fuel as Jam and Homesick. It's really working out well for him, this strategy. There doesn't seem to be that many cons. His fuel isn't too bad. He's got great distance ahead of the two ahead of him. I must say, it's worked out lovely for him. Matt Psycho also coming in that one lap earlier. Gave him the jump on Liam Anfield, but Liam Anfield are not giving him a minute's rest. Sat virtually there. You're going to see the tow work here. Sat on board with Liam Anfield, trying to grab that nice pocket of clean air behind Matt Psycho's car. Look at him just rolling up. Rolling. He's come out. Is he going to try and just swing it underneath? Oh, lovely car control from Liam Anfield there. Listen to that car purr. The wheels screech. It's delicious. Oh, they race so close, these guys. I don't know how there is not more contact, but it's beautiful. Absolutely cracking stuff. Let's have a look from the outside there. It's lovely close racing we can see between Liam Anfield and Matt Psycho. Seems like IR Graham's the only thing missing in this little mix. But Jam there in third. Jam's in third. So Gazman, I think. Oh, has he pitted? Yeah, he's on an out lap. Man, we were talking about lap 18. So lap 19 he came in. So Gazman has pitted. Got a sweat on for a second then. So Gazman pitting. Homesick and Jam moving into third and fourth. Some 2 seconds apart. Jam doing a great stint this stint. 110.3 on his last time round. Homesick Alien a 110.8. Homescalian, I think, trying to save a bit more fuel than the Jam. Up ahead, this battle continues, it rages on. The clash of the Titans we are seeing, wielding their hammers of thunder here at the Blue Moon Raceway, isn't it? It's not Speedway, it's Raceway. I don't know, infield A. That Psycho, how much pressure can a pressure cooker take? When a pressure cooker takes a pressure cooking from a pressure cooker. That Psycho holding on. We're thinking he's going to be pitting, what, lap 22? He was a lap before the other guys. He's trying to break the toe, going down low, going back out. You're allowed that one move. Well, you're allowed it. It's under braking. You're allowed the one move. So he still holds on to it for another lap. He did a 1:10.6 on his last time round, a 1:10.5 for Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield just wants to get past him. You can tell he's had enough of being behind him. I think he feels he can go faster, but he can only go as fast as the car in front of him at the moment. Jam then 11.8 seconds behind that battle, and nearly 3 seconds ahead of Homescalian, who is 2.2 seconds ahead of Darren Salmon. Darren Salmon not letting the alien get away. Did a great lap on lap 19 with a 10.5 and a 10.9 on his last time around. Homescalian's around that time as well, 10.8, 10.7. So Darren Salmon and Homescalian are virtually on the same pace as each other. Gazman in 6th with his early pit strategy. Did a 1:09.8, so he's faster than the leaders at the moment. Oh, woof. We know he jumped a couple of places. He couldn't get any closer to the leaders, surely. There's Mika Wivering in 7th, 24 seconds behind Gazman and 18 seconds ahead of Pat. Flying around there in lap 21, 11.8, his fastest so far, so he's virtually on par with the guys ahead of him. Matt Psycho 6/10 ahead of Liam Anfield. When will they pit? Liam Anfield got plenty of fuel. Liam Anfield, I think, has been conserving fuel whilst racing Matt Psycho. Just like the sneaky little guy. He's been doing some lifting, saving a bit of fuel so he can go even longer, but we don't know if the longer strategy works really, because so far the guys who pitted early have gained the most. Matt Psycho must be thinking of a pit stop soon. He's still got a quarter of a tank of fuel. He pitted on a lap 12. Well, maybe not then, it's more lap 12. Yeah, 26 is for the other guys, isn't it? 24 for him. There we can see Pat just popping into the pits in the distance, putting him a lap behind now as the leaders pass by. Liam Anfield trying to grab that toe or trying to save some fuel. Sneaky. Jam there in 3rd place. Pat still in the pits. Jam's got a quarter of a tank of fuel. Darren Salmon's come in. Yep, through need. He's got no fuel left. Will he short fill it again? Gazman moving up a spot into 5th place. He's only 7 seconds behind the alien. He's doing fast laps before his... No, something's happened. He got a penalty or something on that last lap. He did an 11.2. But he's on the purples now. I don't know what happened on that last lap. But Homescalian 3.5 seconds behind Jam, 6.2 seconds ahead of Gazman. Gazman are really pumping in those times. I don't know what happened on lap 22, 11.2. He's got Pat ahead of him, just coming up to lap him. Matt Psycho still leading the way, only by a 10th. Is this the lap that Liam Anfield is going to try and put it to bed? Just hasn't got it into the braking zone. He's not close enough. Just can't get on top of Matt Psycho right now. Their lap times last time round, a 10.8 for Matt Psycho. He's got just under a quarter of a tank of fuel, and his front tyres are starting to look red, especially the front right. Liam Anfield, his tyres look a lot better. There's a lot more fuel in his tank. He did a 10.8 on the last time around as also. So they're exactly the same pace as each other. Jam, some 11.8 seconds behind these guys. He's in the 10s, mid-10s to late 10s. He's 3.6 seconds ahead of a Homesick Alien, who's now less than 6 seconds ahead of Gazman. He must be seeing these times falling and getting quite nervous, thinking, well, I've got a pit still. 11.2 on his last time round. Those front tyres looking grisly. We said Matt Psycho should be pitting on lap 24. If he's sticking with, he's going to stay out another lap. Liam Anfield, we think, could go 26, but looking at his fuel tank, he could probably go lap 30 or something. Maybe he's waiting for halfway, 30 minutes. We're 29 minutes virtually into it right now. We've Jam there in a third place. Who's gone? No, Jam was always in third, sorry. Homesick. Gazman up into fifth. He can see the guys ahead even without their pit stops. Fantastic stuff. Let's get on board. Let's get properly on board. Let's give him a F12 Bonanza. Whoosh! Gazman. So Gazman heading around. Still the oval. This is the infield, isn't it? Oh, it joins back onto the oval. Sorry, there's Pat making a small mistake. That's alright. Gazman getting past. Oh, maybe Pat just lifting because of blue flags. So Gazman there, 5.1 seconds. Mika Wivery coming into the pits now in that 7th place. She's quite a way ahead of Pat. She should have could pit and get back out again before Pat comes around. Although it does look like she's going to get lapped by someone. Matt Psycho has come into the pits now, and so is Liam Anfield. We're having a double stop. Sorry, I'm trying to V. We're having a double pit stop bonanza. Jam also coming in. Is Homesick. He doesn't need the fuel, but he's going to come in anyway. Where is Gazman going to end up after this pit stops? Is Gazman going to take the lead? Matt Psycho, Liam Anfield, they're both fueling up right now. Gazman, it says he's in the lead so far. He's only just crossing the line. He needs to no. There's Matt Psycho. Liam Anfield's out first. Liam Anfield, he's fueled up, he's done everything. Gazman is into second, Matt Psycho third. So Gazman's strategy really paying great dividends, but he's going to have to pit again very soon. He hasn't got hardly any fuel left in that car. So Liam Anfield fueled right up. Got the fastest lap pit stop out of the two of them. Matt Psycho. Jam coming out in fourth. Darren Salmon jumping Homesick Alien again. Homesick Alien having to get past Darren Salmon. Mika Wivery down in seventh. She pitted at the beginning of all of that, and she is a minute behind Homesick Alien and 22 seconds ahead of Pat. Pat's fastest still the 11.8, but he's chipping away at it. So Liam Anfield, there we go. The pendulum swings again towards Liam Anfield. We've got 29 minutes left of this race. 2 pit stops down. Liam dominated the first stint. Oh, Gazman has to go in. See, Gazman has to go in now. It's not working out for him now. Matt Psycho up into second spot. Jam should come round to take a third place from Gazman, with Darren Salmon still ahead of Homesick Alien. We saw he was doing faster lap times than Homesick Alien before the pit stops. He pitted a little bit earlier. There's Gazman down to 6. He still hasn't started moving yet. Gazman, he's on the move now. Who's he going to come out with? Homesick Alien in 5th place. He's already in the first corner, so Gazman down into 6th, but he's put a nice bit of fuel in that, 3/4 of a tank. That will hopefully take him through. That was a really short stint Gazman did then. That really surprised me. I was really getting excited. He was up there. So Liam Anfield 2.8 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. After the second round of pit stops, Liam Anfield retakes the lead. He doesn't look like he short-filled it or anything. Oh, he had more fuel on, didn't he? Because he'd saved quite a bit of fuel. So Liam Anfield, obviously, not having to put as much fuel in as Matt Psycho, has made the jump. He's 3 seconds ahead of him now. Matt Psycho 13 seconds ahead of Jam, who's in 3rd place, ahead of Darren Salmon, who's in 4th. Darren Salmon's got his hands full with a Homesick Alien for company. Homesick Alien are trying to get the toe down this start straight. Behind the quadrant liveried Audi TT here for Mika Wivery's 1 hour TT Endurance Bonanza. can't be quantified, so it's not given a name. I called it a cup, I think. I called it the Audi TT Endurance Cup, just to round off the sentence. But here we can see Homesick Alien trying all the tricks in the book, and all the time he's racing. Darren Salmon, Gazman, is catching these guys up. Beautiful little treat for us. A three-way Audi battle here at Blue Moon. Way over halfway into this race, and now only 26 minutes to go, and it's still not decided. Liam, Matt Psycho swapping positions in this race between pit stops. Darren Salmon, the fly in Homesick's ointment, keeps coming out of the pits behind him, losing ground to Jam, but Darren Salmon, I think, a bit quicker than Homesick Alien in parts. Did 11.1 on his last lap. It's just coming to do a 10.8. Homesick Alien managing 11.0. Gazman making the move on fresher rubber. No, he can't. He's just tucked in behind. But he wants to be making hay. He's on fresher rubber than the guys ahead of him. Not much though. They pitted not that long ago. Darren Salmon's tyres still look quite good. Homesick Alien there. Yeah, they're fresh as a daisy. So it's all even Stevens here up in the lead then. And Liam Anfield still only 3 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. 110.140 for Liam Anfield on his last lap. Matt Psycho a 110.177, nothing in it between the two of them. Jam did a 110.908. He's 4.8 seconds ahead of Darren Salmon now. Darren Salmon is only 3/10 ahead of the Alien, who has Gazman, his old teammate from GTMC, all up in his business. Mika Wivery is some 41 seconds behind Gazman in 7th place, doing nice consistent lap times, 11.7, 11.9. Pat there, it looks like he's gonna getting the blue flags for the battle we was watching there between Darren Salmon, Gazman, and it looks like Gazman's made the move on Homesick Alien now. So Gazman up into 5th, Homesick down into 6th. Darren Salmon's still the man in front, just coming across the lapped Pat. Pat will be trying his best to stay out of the way. There he goes, lovely stuff. So Darren Salmon making his way through ahead of Gazman with Homesick Alien there, dropping to 6th. Oh, bad timing there, but yeah, Homesick Alien gets through fine. Looks like he did lose a bit of time, but not majorly. So Gazman all up in Darren Salmon now. He wants that position. 3rd place Jam, some 5 seconds ahead of these now. Matt Psycho is 2.8 seconds behind. He did a 110.2 on his last lap, with Liam doing a 10.3. We did see Liam does seem to struggle at some point on these tyres for a lap or two, and Matt Psycho in the first stint started really attacking him after a couple of laps, so maybe Psycho's going to roll up to the back of Liam Anfield for another attack before the pit stops. Jam having a very nice race, very cool. He's there in a lovely 3rd. He's had some racing with the guys behind him, but the pit stops fell right for him. He came out. And oh yeah, Gazman's got ahead of Darren Salmon, and now so Gazman up into 4th place, Darren Salmon 5th. Homesick Alien dropping a little bit from that little battle, just maybe giving the car a rest, save a bit of fuel. He has raced a lot since coming out of the pits. Maybe he'll be thinking conserve. Gazman needs to pit before these guys. Darren Salmon definitely will need to pit. So Homesick might be just boxing clever right now, trying to conserve a bit of fuel, just use these guys to drag himself along. There we see Liam Anfield, 2.5 seconds. He's getting purples. He's got the fastest lap at 109.811. Did it earlier in the race though. 22 minutes remaining. Not sure when the pit stops are going to happen. Matt Psycho definitely going to pit before Liam Anfield. It's back up to 3 seconds though. It's seesawing between 2.5 to 3 seconds between these two. Jam, He's virtually on the pace of those guys ahead of him. They have a bit of a cropper with each other. Jam is set to pounce. Gazman in 4th, dropping Darren Salmon by like nearly a second now. And Homesick there, he's back on the pace. He did a 10.2 on his last lap. Now he's looking to get away past Darren Salmon so he can go and attack Gazman after the next set of pit stops, is what I'm assuming. Chin chin. Ow. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And here, Homesick trying to get the toe on Darren Salmon now. Trying to find a way past. Is he going to go high? Is he going to go low? Go low, go low, go low. Ooh, he's right on his bumper crossing the line. What can he do? I think the moves on in this first corner, it's just too difficult. I think when you join the infield, that bump really unsettles the car. So it's hard to make a move into that first corner, but he's looking for the infield to make the move. What a great battle these guys are having here. Darren Salmon, the last time round, was a 111.8. Homesick Alien, a 111.5. But he did a 10.2 the lap before that. So we know Homesick Alien has got good pace in him. We'll have a quick look around. Ooh, tasted like a pub. So Gazman not disappearing away from these guys. They've got good pace. So Liam Anfield now 3.4 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. He's pulled up half a second out. How? Let's have a look. He did a 110.0 on his last lap, a 10.1 the lap before that. Matt Psycho 10.5 on his last lap, a 10.4. So Darren Salmon has popped into the pits, freeing up the Alien now. The Alien though 3 seconds behind Gazman. That's what it's cost him. Jam 4.8 seconds ahead of Gazman. So Darren Salmon in there. Mika Wivery, she's some 46 seconds. I don't think he's got anything to worry about from Mika Wivery, catching him up. He's fueling up. Homesick Alien trying to get some cracking laps in for when he pits. Doesn't want to end up behind Darren Salmon again. He wants to jump at Gazman. Gazman making the moves in this race. So Matt Psycho nowhere near a pit. It doesn't look like these guys are all good for fuel. Gazman will be the next one to pop into the pits. He's done the most pit stops, but it's working for him. It's working. We've got 19 minutes left of this race. So for some of these, I guess they'll be hoping it'll be their last pit stop. I think 14-15 minutes is the limit. Ooh, Gazman risking it. He's going round again. His fuel is flashing. He's obviously comfortable that he can make it around another circuit. So Liam Anfield 5.7 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho at 12.0 on that last lap. Matt Psycho having some issues with something. He still hasn't got past Mika Wivery, the lapped car ahead of him. Jam doesn't seem to have got any closer. It's just Liam going absolutely balls to the walls. He's absolutely flying out there. So Matt Psycho in second, some nearly 6 seconds now. He's seeing his chances of a win slowly trickling away from him, with the Salmon reared Audi some 6 seconds, 5 seconds down the road. Jam there, 14.5 seconds behind Matt Psycho, 110.7, 110.9. Gazman in 4th, 11.1 on his. There he goes, he's going in now. Homesick Alien, I'll be glad to see that. Homesick Alien still just under half a tank of fuel. Still got loads of racing ahead of him. But he's been in the... Oh no, he's just gone into the 10s, a 10.8 on that last lap. Yeah, they're really cool, dude. So Liam Anfield still leading the way, 5.6 seconds. Gazman's in the pits. Jam is 15 seconds behind Matt Psycho. Homesick Alien in 4th. Darren Salmon been in, fueled up. He's back out again. 1.9 seconds. Gazman's also been in, fueled up, got out ahead of Darren Salmon in 5th. some 21 seconds behind Homesick Alien, so it's all depending on these guys now. We're getting to that last pit stop. I said around 15 minutes, 14 minutes. The fuel they can keep in there. Wolf's Pie. Come on, Liam Anfield. He's in the comments. It's looking good for Liam Anfield, I've got to say, this stint. He's kind of put it to bed. Matt Psycho with his 112 lap. Really harmed him. Jam there. It looks like he's good for third, but his fuel's flashing. Homesick Alien's still got quite a bit of fuel left in there. Gasman spinning, topped up. He's waiting for Alien and Jam to pit, hoping to make the jump on those guys. Darren Salmon also topping up, wanting to make a jump on the Alien after he pitted. They're all ganging up on the Alien. Mika Wivery in 7th. We saw her just getting lapped by Liam and Matt in the lead. And Pat there in 8th place. So Liam 5.8 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho does need to pit. Matt Psycho will have to pit. Liam Anfield looks like he's got another. But remember, when Matt Psycho... Oh, it might be on the bubble not to be able to make it to the end of the race, though. Oh, no. I'm sure it was like 15 minutes was their lot. They couldn't go any further. The bloke who went the longest. So there goes Matt Psycho. He's coming in. We don't know if he needs to make more stops, though, before the end of the race, or if that's enough to make it to the end. It's 15.5 minutes. I'm not sure. And there we see Jam needing to come in. Also, Homesick Alien, he's still got a quarter of a tank. Said he might have been boxing clever. Sat behind Darren Salmon, saving up his fuel, trying to make it so he can only pit stop once for the rest of this race. Liam Anfield's made a mistake. Liam Anfield has made a huge mistake. No way. No way. I will not believe that. Oh my lord. Oh dear. It's probably a bit late now and no one wants to see mistakes, but... Oh, he just got on the grass a little bit. Oh no, it's just, oh, and he did. I was going to say it might not cost him too much, but that cost him, didn't it? That must have cost him. Oh, so this race is not over yet. Homesick Alien out there ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho's pitted. Come out. He's behind Homesick Alien. He doesn't need anything in his way. If he needs to just crack on. His car looks a bit dented at the side. It looks like he made a mistake for his 112. Liam Anfield there. Is he going to go in the pits? Is he going to try and crack on? What did it cost him? He's going into the pits. He's going into the pits. Consolidating a bad lap with a pit stop. Homesick Alien, though, is all in Matt Psycho's way. Matt Psycho, or see Liam, is in the pits now, and he'll be like, God, we got to crack on. Matt Psycho filled right up. Is it enough to go to the end, though? This is what we question about him and Jam. Homesick Alien going in. We think Liam and Homesick is okay. We think 14 minutes is fine. But Matt Psycho and Jam may have pitted just a little bit earlier. There's Liam Anfield. He's coming out of the pits ahead of Matt Psycho. They've come across each other. They have come across each other. Oh my word. And Matt Psycho there, he's gone taking the lead from Liam Anfield. Oof. They hit each other in the first corner. That was crazy. Liam Anfield then in the lead. Matt Psycho must be giving it back. Oh my words. Drama in the last stint here in the Audi TT. In the chat, Jim on Y says Liam has been complaining on Discord that he's been awake for 20 hours or something stupid. Yes, he did say he might be too tired for this race, so looks like we caught him napping in one corner. And Matt Psycho coming out of the pits, and I don't even know he knew he was going to be there. It just seemed like they came across each other like they were blind to each other. But Jam there after his pits, he's 14 seconds 0.1 behind them fighting. But if they're fighting, they're slowing each other down. It doesn't look like they're fighting now. Just like Liam managing to pull away from Matt Psycho. Is it enough though? Jam also, is his fuel going to be enough till the end of this race? We're down to 13 minutes left of the race. Gasman is ahead of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien came in and pitted. He's come back out behind Gasman, but only just behind Gasman. Darren Salmon in 6th ahead of Mika Wivery, who's in 7th, and Pat in 8th. Liam Anfield 1 second ahead of Matt Psycho, who is in 2nd place. He's 14.5 seconds ahead of Jam. Gasman and Alien, they're making a move. Alien in the toe. He's taking the corner. He's up into 4th. Is it his corner? He looks good. Homesick Alien making the move on his former teammate, but his former teammate's back up the side of him. Gasman is going to try and make a move into this corner. Whoa! Look at that. These guys racing tooth and nail. Absolutely no quarter given. Nothing. Great racing though. Oh, Home Segalian looking quite far out on the grass there. Darren Salmon is loving this. He's saying, yep, race each other all day long. That means I can catch you back up. And there it looks like Home Segalian up into a 4th position. He can see Jam. He's only 3.3 seconds away from Jam's time. Jam doing 110.9 at the moment. But Jam may have to save a bit of fuel. I really don't know if Matt and Jam pitted just a lap too early to get to the end, but we will see. I probably am awfully wrong. Wolf Spy says crazy with the Liam Anfield and Matt in the first corner. That was mental stuff. 48 minutes into this race. First and second are a second apart. Absolutely racing. Jam, 3rd place, is only 3.5 seconds ahead of Gazman's. Gazman's back on Homesick. We're missing some beautiful racing here, talking about the other guys. So Gazman back up into 4th place. Home Segalian down into 5th. We thought that was over, but it wasn't. We should have stuck with it. Crazy stuff. So close going into the hairpin there. Sat on board with Homesick Alien. We're looking around the outside at Gazman, maybe up the inside in this corner. Is Gazman struggling for a bit of grip? No, he's back there. So we're tucking in behind the Audi for a nice tow up around the oval. But I think you have to be pretty close. Oh yeah, lovely. Oh, he's giving him a bit of a bump draft. Maybe he fancies his chances of catching up Jam. The best chances of that is getting Gazman to help him. Bit of teamwork there. Another little bump draft. Lovely stuff. See where Homesick's going with this. Trying to use Gazman, I think, to catch up with the Jam up ahead. Always teammates, eh? Even if they're not in the same category. And sides give it some welly. Matt's 2nd place now, 1.2 seconds. We are into the last 10 minutes of this race. It looks pretty even between the two of them. Fuel is exactly the same. Well, Matt's got a little bit more fuel, and I was worried he pitted too early. But Matt down to a 2nd. I've heard the tow is 8/10 to get some benefit from it, so he's just outside the tow. In 3rd to Jam, 15.9 in. He's 16 seconds behind these guys. Gazman and Homesick, bumper to bumper. Gazman has to go in. Oh no, he doesn't. I wonder why Gazman's popping in. Very odd. In the last 10 minutes, Home Segalian up into 4th. Darren Salmon in 5th. Gazman there in 6th. Topping up and everything. There's only 8 minutes left there, Gazman. No, he hasn't put much fuel in. Gazman back out. He seems to not think he had enough. So maybe these guys don't have enough. Yeah, they do. They have more than enough. I don't know. That's shaken me a little bit. I'm not sure if Gazman didn't think he had enough fuel in, and I thought, yeah, he did. What does it say for these other guys? Ooh, look like Matt Psycho losing the back of the car, having a little skirmish with the wall. Jam is still 4.3 seconds ahead of Alien. It's a tough. Oh, he's going sideways into the corner there. It's a tough one to ask Alien to be able to catch up Jam at this point in the race. Jam's last lap was a 1:10.4. Great lap times from Jam. And the Alien did a 10:8. They're just coming across the line again. Catching up Mika Wivery there in the distance in a 7th spot. And there he crosses the line with a 1:10.6. Homesick Alien crosses the line with a 10.6 also. So nothing in it between 3rd and 4th, with 4.5 seconds between them. Darren Salmon 3.7 seconds behind the Alien, and Gazman quickly coming in for new rubber. Bit of fuel, is down in 6th, 6.1 seconds behind Darren Salmon. It's a tall ask. 7.5 minutes left of this race. Mika Wivery in 7th place, the car 22, getting the blue flags there for, we'll see in a minute, Jam. Is that Jam? Is that Jam's car? I think it is Jam's car. Yes, it is. And Pat back into the pits. He needs some fuel. Get some tyres on the bad boy. His last stop of the day. Liam Anfield 1.2 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho's last lap of 109.9. And Liam Anfield's was a 10.0. So absolutely nothing between these two. They're just fighting, absolutely giving it their all. There's Matt Psycho getting a purple sector, pushing Liam Anfield all the way to the end of the race. And there, Jam we see just getting past, and the Mika Wivery hasn't slowed him down too much for Homesick Alien. 4.3 seconds apart. Darren Salmon some 4.8 seconds behind the Alien, with Gazman in 6th. With that very late pit stop. He's getting purples though. Maybe he's going for fastest lap. Fancies it. Oh, he's out wide. Mika Wivery in 7th. We can't see her fastest of the day. And Pat also can't see his fastest of the day. Lap time, maybe. So Liam Anfield's. His one was 109.811. Last lap was a 110.2. 10.3 from Matt Psycho. 1.7 seconds apart. Only 5.5 minutes to go of this race. That's Matt Psycho. Darren Salmon's having to make a late stop. Darren Salmon into the pits. Oof. Oof. So Gazman takes that 6th spot back. Darren Salmon, there's only 5 minutes left. Don't put too much fuel in there, bud. There you go. He's come back out half a tank of fuel. So Liam Anfield nearly 2 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. These guys are on top form at the moment, not making any mistakes. We've seen one mistake from Liam, and we guess Matt Psycho had a mistake because he had a 112. Yeah, on that 39. But other than that, these guys have been absolutely bob on. Great racing between the two of them. Nothing in it. Absolutely not. Jam there in 3rd, 3.6 seconds ahead of the Alien. Everything seems all gravy so far. He's lost a bit of time on the Alien. 10.7 the Alien did. Well, he's just done a 10.3. Jam did a 10.8 on his last lap and an 11.1 the lap before, so is Jam losing a bit of pace there in 3rd place, or is he just bringing her home, taking her easy, not making mistakes, whereas Alien is pushing like a mad. He's coming up to lap the Mika Wivery. I don't know if it's costing him anything at the moment, doesn't seem too close to her, so in this corner, is she going to let him have it? Oof. Oof. Very tidy, no contact. Just, I thought I'd jump out the way of the front guys. But Homesick Alien there chasing down Jam. It's down to less than 3 seconds. 3.5 minutes left of this race. There, Liam Anfield 2 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho, I think, when he came across him in that first corner, that was his best opportunity in the race. And I think we all got very gentlemanly, which is nice. Jam there, 18 seconds behind them two, but he's only 3 seconds, just about 3 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien, who is pushing it somewhat. Jam's last lap was an 11.5. Oh, Jam, really? Jam did an 11.5 on his last lap. Homesick Alien did a 10.9, and he managed to get past Mika Wivery. So Jam, he's struggling with something out there, some sort of car handling. The tyres look the same, fuel similar. 2.5 minutes to go. Liam Anfield still out there, 2.5 seconds now. Every time I cut to him, he's getting further and further away. There's 2 laps left, just finishing this lap, and maybe another 2 laps after this. Here we go. 2.3 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho for the win of the race. Jam just coming around, complete lap 48, sorry, start for lap 49. It's beautiful stuff. Scalian's less than 2 seconds now, so he's done an 11.6 again for Jam, a 10.4 for the Alien. This is going to be very, very tight in these last 2 laps. Homesick Alien has really got the momentum at the moment. Jam under pressure. Jam is coming up to lap Pat. Doesn't need any distractions right now. Liam Anfield 2.7 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. Coming around to complete the last corner of lap 49. Start lap 50 to go into what I would guess, well, maybe not even their last lap. It's a 1:10 lap. He's crossing the line with 1:10 to go. Yeah, it's going to be last lap. Boom. So Liam Anfield on his last lap, 2.5 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. Jam in third. He is only 1.5 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. He'll be glad it's the last lap, because the Alien was definitely on a surge at the end there. Oh no, Jam's got the fuel marker coming up, but it should be alright. In the last lap there, Homesick Alien did 11.2 on that last time round. 11.1 for Jam, so Jam a little bit faster than the Alien. Give it some welly, Matt, says Alan Sykes in the chat. 3 seconds behind now. Great place in second spot though. They're all on the last of their fuel. Coming around, Liam Anfield looking like he's still maintaining the lead in the last part of the racetrack. Matteo Perez says, hello people, good race, full day on work in real life today. Aye baby, I slept all day, but I work nights, so I'm allowed. So here comes Liam Anfield to take the win of the Audi TT Endurance. Well done. Yes, that is it, isn't it? Yes, sorry. Matt Psycho's second place, fantastic, great racing, awesome stuff. Here comes Jam now, coming around the last corner. He maintained ahead of the Alien to take the last of the podium positions. Take a boo, my son, Jim Jam, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Fantastic, third place, Homesick Alien fourth. Gazman coming around fifth, Pat crossing the line in eighth. Gazman, great strategy, kept us all guessing all the way through. He did need that fuel stop, look, he was dead on the fuel. So there, Gazman in fifth, Darren Salmon on pace, racing with the leaders, brilliant stuff there, finishing in sixth. Mika Wivery in seventh, Pat finishing in eighth place. Beautiful. That was just a one-off. You know, you guys in our Discord, you can all do it. Put in for a free Friday or a Saturday. Well done, Liam Anfield, pole position and fastest lap. Took the honours, totally. Brilliant stuff. Right, I'll take you to the race results while we wrap it up. So Liam Anfield, congratulations, super win, brilliant stuff. You just keep on winning, it's great. Matt Psycho, you gave him a run for your money, man. You gave it your all. It was so close over the whole hour, kept us entertained as hell. Thank you very much. Second place, Matt Psycho. Third place, Jam. What a race, eh? Homesick, Gazman, Darren Salmon, that little group in the middle there kept us guessing, but in the end, the Jam came out on top and finished in third, with Homesick Alien in fourth, Gazman in fifth, Darren Salmon in sixth. Mika Wivery, our host, the lovely lady, the Mika, has come up with this crackpot idea, and it worked out really well, really cool, very nice racing. And in eighth is Pat. We lost Jokers quite early on in ninth, so Liam Anfield got your fastest lap with a 109.811 on lap 6. Awesome. I didn't quite get through the second bottle of Corona, so everything, it was a cool race. Wolf says good race. Pat says fun race that was, not bad. Say I didn't practice. Yeah, I did mention. Meek said sorry for the messy start, first time resetting a grid, no problem. Play out from the back FM. Go on Liam, my son, go on Liam. Macho says, see you tomorrow in Nürburgring. Yes, everyone's, well, I say everyone's welcome. Everyone's signed. I think we've got about 6 or 7, 8 people. We're going to do a race at Nürburgring tomorrow, the Green Hell, in the Ford Focus Group B, the rally car. It's quite a fun little drive, so I don't know what it's going to look like. This was my idea, an hour's race around the Nürburgring. I just want to see what it looks like, trying to broadcast it. See different parts of the track I don't usually get to see, because I'm usually just sat in the cockpit. I don't drive it that often. I've had a couple of practices. It's going to be hard work for the guys. It's got to be worth a watch. So yeah, we're out tomorrow. I think we'll be going on air about 7:30, qualifying at 8 for half an hour, and then an hour's race from 8:30 till 9:30 at Nürburgring. Absolute hell. So if you've got now on, come along and join us for that. That'll be fun. But tonight we had the Audi TT Endurance, and it was a corker. Congratulations to everyone that was involved. You did a great job. I have nothing more to say, I don't think. I was your broadcaster and commentator, Isaac Dick. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Bye. Bye. Be good. Happy Christmas. I'll see you before then. Love you. Love, peace, harmony, everything. Bye.